kiss the ground and you embrace the sky. I dig myself into a fucking hole while you unfold and learn to fly. And that's the way it went. Watch you descend, then your wings clip and your halo bent. That's our initials into wet cement.
We're Painted Black. We're from Philadelphia in the U.S. My name's Dan. I sing and I write the songs. David plays drums, Colin plays guitar, and Andrew plays bass. Well, it's a small label, but we've been friends for 11, 12 years. I've been putting out records on that label since 1994. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 records on that label. Oh, because the singer quit. It's very simple. He didn't want to tour anymore. He hated touring.
Okay. But he's playing now in Novo Black?
Yeah, but they don't really tour either. Just bad luck.
Bad luck.
No. I mean, we have a little, it's difficult because our drummer and our guitar player are also in None More Black. But we have a little conspiracy against them.
Okay.
It's okay. It's friendly. Friendly conspiracy. Well, if I were really in the DIY movement, I would be putting out my own records. So I like the ideals of the DIY movement, and I certainly, the major record companies, the major labels are involved in some pretty bad shit. They're owned by companies that are doing things that I don't want any part of. Some of them are owned by companies that manufacture weapons, cigarettes, forms of entertainment that I think are disgusting and debasing for humans. I don't want to have an economic or a financial involvement with things that I believe are wrong. I mean, they've used some of our songs for, Viva La Bam. They use some of our songs for that. But, not videos, no. They used one of our songs for the last Tony Hawk video game. Yeah? But we don't make videos. I think progressive political agenda and some personal issues as well. I mean, the band, part of what I write about is my own personal experiences with serious illness and divorce and that sort of thing. But I would say 80% of the lyrics are about disturbing political situations in American politics and how that impacts people in the rest of the world. I mean, criticisms of imperialist and colonial attitudes and war in general, hypocrisy, propaganda. We should dig a very deep hole and bury him in it. And then my country, your country. There's a lot of prejudice against the French in conservative America right now because of the French refusal to support the war. But it ignores the fact that 50% of our own population doesn't support the war. And I think that's typical bullshit. It's like taking by blaming another country for our problems, it takes the focus off what's going wrong, what Bush is doing that's illegal and immoral and disturbing. Well, a lot of major media outlets are owned by companies that benefit directly from the conservative government, and so their agenda in terms of reporting the news is not neutral, it's biased, and that's a form of propaganda. In terms of newspapers and television news, propaganda is much more subtle. Just the act of excluding a point of view or focusing on another point of view is an act of propaganda. And we're very critical of that in our songs. We tour as much as we can, which is very little because we all have very serious jobs at home, and two of us are married and we can't be away that much. You know, I'm self-employed, so I can only take off like 2 or 3 weeks at a time. So we love what we do at home, but we love this, so we do as much as we can. And then I'm writing another record, and it will hopefully be as different from this one as this one is from the last one. Fucking amazing. Yeah, great DIY scene there. There's shows, 3 or 4 shows a week. All kinds of music, not just punk and hardcore, but indie hip-hop, noise, everything. Turbo Negro. Yeah. And International Noise Conspiracy. Sick of it all.
You were here yesterday?
No. No, but I missed them, but I would like to have seen them. Let me think, who else would I want to see? I would like to see Slayer. I would like to see Motorhead. I like Obituary. Oh, God. A lot of garbage. Hold on, I'll get more.
Your influences
Sick of it all, Neurosis, Envy, fucking great, but we won't be here tomorrow. We're flying home tomorrow. Painted Black's pretty good. I'm friends with Stretch Armstrong. Sun is good. Turbo Negro, International Noise Conspiracy. That's it. I didn't grow up on metal at all. I grew up on punk. Yeah. I was never a metalhead. I liked Kiss when I was a kid, but that's it. And Black Sabbath, but never Iron Maiden or any of those bands. I was just straight from Kiss and Led Zeppelin to punk, to Sex Pistols, Jam, Generation X, Minor Threat, Black Flag, Dead Kennedys, Bad Brains.
Let you forget. No, we can't let you